Good morning, Show Me Nourish Land. This is Michelle Walsh, your licensed nurse, nutritionist, and owner and CEO of Show Me Nourish. I am not doing so good this morning. I am in a lot of pain. I finally just broke down and took a pain pill. And I know I'll feel better whenever I let this kick in. But I am really proud of myself because yesterday I only took 2 pain pills. The rest of the time I only had either 1 Tylenol or 1 dosing of Motrin. So that was really, really good. So we're already starting out this morning with a pain pill. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. And I just am really suffering. It's really gloomy out too. It's really cold. Yesterday it was sunshiny and bright. And these things play major roles on your attitude and your ability to function for the day, believe it or not. So there's always outside factors to how you feel. The sun's shining, you feel bright, you feel good. Right now it is very cloudy and very dark. And it's supposed to be this way all day today because there's supposed to be periodic snow showers, but there's definitely nothing in the forecast as far as what we see currently, and there's nothing behind anything that's coming this way, so there's that. Definitely starting out the morning drinking my water. Have a little bit of a sore throat. Again, though, you have to remember that I'm only 4 days post-op. I was intubated, so my neck is still very sore, plus I have a shingle outbreak, so that all plays a portion on my spine. Just having a little more cramping today than I've ever had since the day that, I came out from surgery and was really hurting. Right now I'm having quite a bit of cramping. Stay tuned right here because I'm going to show you how it's going to be rough in the mornings, and I don't know anyone that just wakes up and says good morning, how are you, and walks right out of bed. If you do, I would love to hear from you, because I know I used to, but as the years have gone by, and I'm 47 years old almost, I'll be 47 in March, that just doesn't happen as you get older. But not to the point where you're dead either. So there's that. It'll be a great day because, again, you have to start out with your own attitude. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. You'll see me be real bubbly and cheery after a while. It is Sunday, and I do not work my business on Sunday. That is something I do. I leave all my Sunday to be with my family, to do things with my children. But in this case, it's going to be recovering. So stay tuned here, though, because we're going to do more. I know these videos are pretty raw. They're definitely not edited in any sense whatsoever. There's nothing I can do about that at this point in time until I learn how to do this better. So they're going to be this way. But definitely, I hope that you'll ask questions. I hope that you'll continue to subscribe to my channel, that you'll share this with others, because there's a lot, that other people can learn. We're definitely going to show you the foods and how we're going to heal and how we're going to feel better, and how we're going to get away from these medications, because they're not good. They're toxic. They're full of toxins. And as soon as I get done with the medications, I'm going to show you how we're going to detox and get rid of those toxins. So, all right. We'll stay tuned right here. And just as of right now, I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm going to smile right through it because I know it's going to get better. And I know I very soon I won't have to take any pain medicine, period. All right. Let's rock this morning. Alright guys, it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are eating chicken noodle soup. My mom's version is putting crackers in it. So, which is fine because I had her add extra broth, bone broth. So there's extra bone broth in there so that we can turn around and utilize that connective tissue formulation because bone broth gives us collagen. And collagen is what promotes and gives us our rejuvenated skin. So that also promotes tissue growth. I always encourage my clients that are willing and will do it. Bone broth is a huge part of their process in this program that I offer. So we're getting ready to eat this. I've already had 3 bottles of water and we'll be probably downing another 3 more bottles. Hydration is key, as well as I'll be eating some grapes here in a little bit too, so that can promote that blood flow and circulation, so that what I'm doing with the bone broth and the vegan plant protein all makes that connective tissue pull together and become stronger. So that's what we're doing right now. And we're basically just chilling out and relaxing for the day. It is Sunday, and I don't do a whole lot on Sundays. That's my family time. So, all right, let's continue to go, moving forward. So real quick, I wanted to talk about sodium. That is a huge issue with a lot of individuals who are trying programs and they don't realize that when they're working someone else's program or just working a program, maybe they've designed themselves. Sodium is a key factor in retention weight as well as retention fluid. So when you are looking for a program, you want to make sure that the focus is lowering sodium. In the program I offer, we not only lower sodium, but we lower sugar. And by the time you reach the 3rd phase of my program, there is no more sugar in your diet, and the sodium levels are very minimal. You understand how to get that sodium level to where it is in no more than about 20 milligrams a day, less than that as well. We work hard on that in this program. It's not always easy, and not everybody accomplishes it, but definitely when you're looking at your broth, bone broth especially, you want to make sure that you are making sure that that sodium is not in there. It's hard, but it can be done. So moving forward, that is just a tip for any of those out there that are wanting to start this process. Make sure that you're ready to get rid of that sodium in your diet, and you're definitely going to rid sugar. That's another issue that you're going to have to mentally prepare for. Many people just are not mentally prepared to rid sugar out of their diet, but over the course of the 3 months of the program that I offer, sugar is definitely not in the program. So that's a great thing. And, I get a lot of this from the Nutritious Life, Carrie Glassman, as well as another group that I work with, Precision. And we offer just so many things, that here at Show Me Nourish that can actually help you just get healthier. That's what this is all about. Sodium is what increases high blood pressure. Sodium and sugar together, diabetics don't do well. So that's why I'm here to help you. All right, I'm going to finish this. So, well, I've got some time and I just finished my soup. I thought maybe I'd just come and do a little bit of a documentary type situation, but I'm moving really slowly today, I know. I have to move slowly anyway because my abdominals are really sore, and I have a little refrigerator next to my bed here that keeps all my water and juices and whatever else I need. But anyway, I am literally strapped down for 2 weeks with a catheter because the doctor was negligent and nicked my bladder twice. So, I have to go and I have to get the cystogram done in 2 weeks to see if I healed. And the issue really is that, according to the doctors, is that my organs are mushy. And I know I've talked about this in about every one of the videos so far, but it's imperative that I really convey to everyone out there in a very clear understanding. As a health professional, these are things that you don't know about your body until you get into a situation like this. Here's the thing. Back in 1990, whenever I saw my very first OBGYN, she told me at that point that my organs were mushy. Um, so from 1990 to 2019, I'm obviously not changing in a better direction. The problem is that I don't have the same doctor following me to see if I really did increase from one type of mushy to a better type of mushy, or did I go from a good type of mushy to possibly getting better to now I'm worse. So there's no identifying factors here. When I had my children, the big thing at that point was that my placentas were very, very flimsy. Again, mushy. Uh, she would hold them up. She'd show me through each child how every time they kicked or punched, they would rip a hole in the placenta bag. And that's the reason why I was on bed rest for so many months, was because they would be kicking the water out of me due to the fact that my placenta bag was just so thin, as she put it. The thing of it is that we get into this thought process when we're young that we have the world by the tail. Our bodies are 100%. What do we want to say? We're good. We're strong. We don't have any issues. We don't have any concerns. But you don't know until a problem arises or something occurs. And being as I was bulimic and was very much into taking stool softeners and laxatives to keep my weight down and to lose weight, those are the things that really damaged my body. And being bulimic really hurt me. I mean, it damaged my teeth. You know, my whole front teeth, they're totally fake. They're not my own. And that's one of the reasons that caused my teeth to be damaged. I mean, let's talk about the chemotherapy that I've had. Let's talk about all the medications I've been on. These are all things, you know, that ruined those teeth. But getting back to the subject here, this has been a very, I don't want to say depressing, because I'm not depressed. I am anxiety. I'm not going to lie. I am anxiety. I have a lot of high anxiety. I haven't slept really well since I've been home. And the reason why is because I'm very upset over this catheter situation. I constantly cannot move without having to make sure that that is in proper alignment, because you can't have your urine back up into the tubing, because if that happens, then you're really going to have some problems. You're going to get infection. You're going to get a UTI. You could get a bladder infection. And here we are trying to heal stitches so that I can get stronger in order to move forward. So I can't have anything like this take effect. I have to be very, very diligent and very observant in every aspect. Now, a lot of people would just turn around and, you know, not worry. They just go ahead and do what they want to do, how they want to do it. Again, winding up with further complications. Well, I don't want any further complications. I want to show you how you really need to be very conscious about what you've got going on. If you're coming home with a catheter, or you're coming home with a suprapubic catheter, or if you're coming home with a colostomy bag, or if you're coming home, you know, with certain things that are going to be obstacles for a while, you need to take care of yourself. And that's the instructions I've been given. You only need to worry about one thing, and that's yourself. I can't lift for 6 weeks. I can't bend for 6 weeks. I can't stoop for 6 weeks. Kind of done some of that. I've paid for it. My abdominal area is very tender, and it's kind of deceiving because I feel good. I don't feel bad. I'm down to maybe 2 pain pills a day, maybe. Most of that I'm taking is Tylenol or ibuprofen. I'm not even touching, you know, the narcotics. So with that being said, we're doing so much better, and that's awesome. The food is going to be key in healing me. The plant protein is key. The bone broth is key. The fruits that I eat are key. The vegetables I eat are key. I don't put a lot of carbs in my diet. I do have some. The issue is that I want to make sure the sodium intake is very low, because the last thing I need is to have high anxiety, putting tons of sodium in my body and then obtaining high blood pressure. These are counterproductive measures. These are not productive measures. So, helping you understand that this is a process and this is an everyday journey, I want you to understand too that when you make a health change, when you decide and make that commitment to change your ways, you need to be on this journey process. You need to be talking into the video. You need to be talking to other people. And this helps you through it. Depression is huge in this system of ours right now. Anxiety is huge. We need to be able to talk through it. We need to journal. Journal is a huge key in my program. Everyone receives a 200-page journal. They receive a water bottle, they receive a pen, and they also get much more than that, but those three things are key. Journaling is a huge key, and I journal every day because to get that off of my brain is such a great relief. Such a great relief. So we have to be very vigilant in this whole process. I cannot allow one thing to go wrong. I want to get better quickly, and I can do that through the foods I eat and by being very vigilant in my care. So I really hope that this is helping somebody out there. The biggest thing is that I want people to understand that you can call me, you can set up appointments for me to help you. I can tell you that later on tomorrow or maybe tonight, it depends on how I can get things kind of, settled here in the house. My mom's going to be leaving soon, and I'm going to start prepping for this week so that I can just get things done and out of the way. So if you want to follow me through some meal prep and planning, that'd be great. I'll definitely, show you how to do that. And this is the things I'm showing you are the things that I do with my clients. So what you're seeing is what you're going to get when you become a client. So hopefully, I'm out here helping people, inspiring people, motivating people. That is what I want to do. I absolutely love life. And I really, if I could go back and I could change things and make things, the way I really see it today, oh my gosh, my life would be so different. But now it's all about moving forward and making it the way I want it. And you can do it too. It's not hard. All right, stay tuned. There's more to come today. So guys, one of the processes of coming out of surgery is that you never really want to eat a lot. And one of the things that has really happened to me is that I've not really had a huge appetite. I'm also really a person too that always is watching my portions. I'm always watching exactly what I eat, how much I put in, making sure that I balance that with my water, making sure that I also am getting all the great value out of the food that I need. So right now I'm just pushing down some Miralax because I am 4 days post-op and the bowel activity is present, but it's not enough. So while I'm having great urine output, I'm not having great bowel output, and this is very imperative because there is no way that I am going to be allowed or able to bear down in order to do this bowel process. So it has to be as thin as it can possibly be. And between the foods I'm eating, that's definitely going to be there because I have ate nothing that will actually stop that process, that will actually make me constipated. What's constipating me is the medicine, which is the biggest reason why I'm trying to make sure I don't take any pain medicine, and if I have to, it's very minimal because that slows down peristalsis. So promotion of that is the grapes that I eat, the bone broth that I drink, make sure it's as hot as you can withstand it, the tea that I drink with the honey, that's another huge thing. Coffee would be great because coffee is a promotion to peristalsis, but I cannot drink coffee. Coffee literally races my heart to the point where I feel as if I'm going to have a heart attack. So I've never been one to able to drink coffee, so I don't even go that direction. Here's what I can tell you. I feel good. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel My stomach's very soft and tender. It's not hard or solid. And I'm just really sore. So to be freaked out at this point of not having any bowel movements, no, absolutely not. And again, I had cleaned myself out totally 100% the day before surgery, and there was no doubt that there was nothing left. And I did that on my own because knowing the process of how this works, I knew it was better to clean myself out. Here's the deal, you can get into surgery, and if you haven't really cleaned yourself out, and I mean no liquids after midnight, preferably no liquids after 7 p.m. prior to surgery. And if you haven't cleaned yourself out 100% by midnight, you get in on that surgery table, you're definitely going to have some type of bowel movement on that table. Yes, you are. And that is not a great safety or bacterial wise, it's not good to have that happen. Are doctors prepared for it? Absolutely. They know what to do when it happens. They immediately start the process of cleaning, but it is not good on a situation where you're having surgery like I am and expect to not have some type of, bacterial activity take effect. So I knew what I needed to do in order to get that taken care of before surgery. And I suggest that before any surgery. In any of these areas, abdominal on down, you need to make sure that you're getting yourself, totally cleaned out. So I'd done that. So we're working hard today on that part of it. I have not really got up and walked a whole lot today. I was having some spasms, more like cramps, and that was something that I guess I'm not supposed to experience. So in her eyes, doctor's eyes, I have overdone it. So she wants me to make sure that I turn around and take a little easier. Um, I'm great for overdoing. I'm awesome for overdoing. The biggest issue I've got right now is my ears are just ringing so bad. But I did come out of surgery, and the next day my room was so freezing cold, and that affects my sinuses really bad. My room has to be at least in the 70 to 74 range, or I get huge sinus activity. My hospital room was 65 degrees, and they didn't turn it up and to heat it, and my husband didn't think he could touch it because he thought it was controlled by everybody else in the hospital, not our room. Luckily enough, the tech, she changed it and got me where I needed to be, but by that point I'd already accumulated some great sinus activity. So in light of that, I'm battling that, but I am on Cipro, which is ciprofloxacin, which is an antibiotic. So I'm on that, and that should, counter any kind of problem as far as, sinus or infection or anything. So been taking that regularly. I'll be done with it soon. And then, if it's, more of pressure and sinus activity, I can easily go get some Sudafed, and that'll take care of that too. So you can kind of hear it in my voice as it's draining down the back of my throat. So again, this is another thing. If you're keeping your bowels open and moving, sinus activity doesn't build up. That's a counter issue to bowel activity. So you need to make sure that you're always, keeping your bowels open and going, because sinuses will accumulate due to those factors, and your back will start creepingly hurting. So make sure you're paying attention to those things. So another great tip for you all. Alright guys, so finishing up this for the night, I just finished another round of chicken noodle soup with some broth and a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm not feeling very well. I started getting really lightheaded and then dizzy, so came back and laid down so that I could get some rest. That hasn't really happened, so I'm going to cut this one short and be done for the night because I'm really going to try and get some sleep. It's just, I got a really bad headache in the back of my head, so something's obviously not going well, and either I've done too much or I've strained something, I don't know, but we're just going to take it easy and call it a night. So see you tomorrow for day 5.